Good morning, King Carter out here in the hollers. It's super early. It's probably about quarter after 5 in the morning. And I'm not making music out here today just yet. I'm just going over some writings I wrote. So I found this. This is from March, 15 March 2025, 5:55 a.m. Almost the same time as we are now. Um, I'm just going to read it and then maybe I'll talk about it. I don't really remember how it's supposed to go, and I don't remember if it's a poem. I think it may just be writing. It's this is a literally, folks. This is a case of where I grabbed one of my lyric books, my poetry novels, whatever, and I'm just flipping to a page. So that's what we're doing today, this morning. So today I flipped to one from this year apparently, and yeah, we'll see. It's funny for me because these writings for me it's a very curious glimpse because I don't know I have real difficulties holding on to any sort of connection to a past event like this. So for me, seeing or hearing or writing something like this is almost as novel to you guys. um, yeah, so yeah, it's yeah, it's just as much of an adventure for me as it is for you. It's just because how my brain works. So, all right, 5:55 a.m. The lightning and thunder woke me up. It was still dark out, but I could see how the rain fell through the single light, the corner floodlight illuminating the rain in perfect clarity. Casual, rightward glances capture rain in silver strings until my gaze turns, and the rain, like that moment, on the outskirts of my vision blurs to motion again, and the moment is lost. Man, the scene comes to life with my attention, and then out in the blackness of the forest beyond, lightning forks across the sky, through the valley on the other side of my ridge, and then out over the lake. I can hear the thunder vibrating through the hunk of rock just feet below a layer of dirt and biosphere on the surface of the land, up through the wooden rails of the foundation of my house. The vibrations rumble through the porch, through my feet, and up to through to the metal roof above. The air rumbles with the thunder. The rain is steady, but not strong. It's the perfect temperature outside. With my cup of coffee, it's like there's no temperature, with the occasional breeze that is only slightly cooler than the surrounding air. Spring's coming. Dogwoods and Bradford pears are blooming. A casually warm thunderstorm early in the morning, on a morning where I don't have to go anywhere. It's just somehow very comforting. It feels very good right now for me. It makes me feel warm and safe somehow. I feel like it reminds me of some time, a moment in the past in my childhood where I must have felt safe. I can't remember that. I can't remember that moment, but I remember the feeling somehow. Well, long story short, in that moment this morning, technically that morning, I heard my anthem. I cranked up Heroin by the Velvet Underground, and the feeling of that moment, the beat of the music, the thunder, the lightning, the moment. I can hear a voice echoing out across time, a familiar pain. There's a nuance in the moment. The lightning, the rain, the calm, the eerie silence outside of the world before dawn. In the rain, I heard someone else's pain, and they said it like I would in my language. I found the tone of the sound of the pain that resonated a truth for that person. Maybe that's the difference between a piece of art that comes from the soul versus something cheaper and faker that stands in as a proxy for the real thing, which usually goes back, like many things, is just set with the goal of making money for money's sake rather than for the art of it. I don't know. Either way, a truth resonated within me in that moment, and I heard a calling. I saw a path. I felt the rhythm of a vibration, a soul calling, like a resonance. I feel it in my bones, much like the thunder rumbling outside. It's a new feeling, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. It's a feeling of catching up with a predetermined moment. Like cars on a train, many pass by, but if you listen, you can hear it coming. And then when you hear it coming, you start to see it. The events in between exist just to justify why that future moment even exists. Lightning strikes across the ridge again. I can see the moment coming in greater detail. Holy shit, this is going to be fun. 6:42 a.m. All right, so that's what I wrote. And I guess now that I'm thinking about it, I guess what I'm talking about is, so when I was 30 years ago, when I was 16, I had a vision. I can't describe it. I don't know. I was probably fucked up. Who knows? But it doesn't matter because the moment was so real. Just like you've had a dream, you've had a nightmare where it doesn't matter. In the moment, it felt real. Now, sure, you might wake up later and you're like, holy crap, thank God, that was a dream or something like that. Or perhaps it was a daydream or something. But this was something different. This was, I believe, was a genuine vision that I had when I was 16. And it was, and the moment I genuinely, in my bones, I believe this and I feel it. There's a moment that I feel like my life has been meeting, and it's not something crazy. It's literally, when I was 16, I had this vision that I was on stage, and I looked down. I saw a stool, and I'm on a stage, and I see the spotlight, and I sit down, and I sigh, and in the sigh, it was like a sigh of accomplishment of like not only like did I do it, but it was like this moment where like it was all worth it, and it all made sense. I can see it in my soul, and I can't describe what that moment is. You can see how it affects me. It's burned into my brain, and it's a moment that has not happened yet, and I know it's going to happen one day because I feel it. And it's literally me getting ready to perform on stage, but it's like at the end of my career. It's like my last show, and that's what I feel. I haven't even had my first show yet, but I feel the moment that I'm meeting in my last show, and I can't describe that. And so, like I said, all moments in between are really just the events that need to take place so that I can have that moment. I don't know why I want the moment. I don't know why it's not that I need the moment. It's like the moment is going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And I will absolutely know when I see it, because you can see clearly how it did affect me already. And that moment, that singular moment of clarity, it occurred when I was about 16 years old. So that's been about 30 years ago. So my life completely has derailed from that original vision. But then again, I also look back, and through hindsight, 2020 also shows us that perhaps everything happened in my life the exact way it was supposed to, so that I can continue to meet my moment in destiny. Whatever that moment is. I don't know. Do you have a moment? Is there something you're chasing? Is there something you should be chasing? I don't know. Well, just remember this. Life's a terminal condition. And I don't know about you. And I don't know if this moment exists. Maybe it's destiny. Maybe it's me creating the events myself thinking that I'm chasing a moment, but it doesn't matter. Perhaps it's a self fulfilling prophecy. I don't know. Um, Perhaps all prophecies are self fulfilling in one shape or way or form or another. So if that's the case, then I'm going to write the coolest damn prophecy for myself and I'm going to go chase it. So, well, it's almost 6 a.m. Believe it or not, I've got stuff I need to get done around the house, and I've got to go finish building my art studio outside that door. So, all right. You guys have a great day. Take care.